everyone. Welcome to Unicorn Dust Designs. My name is Sammy. I am the mom of four, a wife to a smoking hot husband, and I love everything DIY, thrifted, and vintage. So I hope you guys enjoy today's video. Please make sure to comment. It's an absolutely free way you can help my channel grow. I appreciate you all for being here, and I look forward to reading all those comments. Let's get started. We're going to start off with these little shabby chic ornaments. I actually bought these and tried to resell them as is, and they didn't work. So I am hosting a Through the Looking Glass raid train on Whatnot, and I thought these would be perfect to relate to the queen and her red roses, but we're going to paint them pink. I'm using Veranda by JRV Cottage Colors, and I chose to do this paint because I don't have to go in and seal it. It already has a built-in sealer. So I am going to paint all of the roses pink on this, and then we're going to add some ribbon and adornments to hopefully bring it up a notch, and maybe somebody will want to buy them afterwards. So I'm going to take some twine. We're going to remove the clear strings that were on top because I feel like it just cheapened them. And you guys get yourself a teapot for your twine. It is literally the best way to keep it organized. After I'm done tying those up, I'm going to take some Dollar Tree ribbon. I'm going to take, this one is almost like that crochet doily looking ribbon. And then I'm going to take this other one that looks like the burlap-ish stuff. And I'm going to lay that out. I'm going to take my, and you guys, if you're my OGs, you know what this is. It is my veil. So that is the extra cutoff that came from my wedding veil. And I've probably had this going on like 7 years now in my videos. Still using it to this day. And then I'm also going to use a vintage stained tablecloth for some more fabric as well. I'm going to stack all of that on top of each other. And then what we're going to do is we're going to hold it up and loop it around. So it's going to look almost like a breast cancer awareness ribbon, okay? And then I'm going to push the middle down to the center. I do have a real-time bow video, you guys. I will try and remember to link that down in the description box for you. Once I have that cinched together, I'm going to take another piece of the twine and we are going to lay it down and tie it off in the middle. Now remember, you guys, these aren't meant to look perfect. They aren't even meant so that you can distinctly see a loop in them. They're supposed to be messy. So you fruge it out, flip it out, pull it out, make it look all big and poofy. And that's the whole thing, you guys. It's supposed to look messy. So if you're somebody that has OCD, you just gotta let it go. Let it go. Okay. Now I'm going to take, these are actually little girl stickers my friend gave me. And in my mind, they said Alice. So I'm going to take some twine. I did have to take the twine apart for it to fit into the little hole that I created. And then I'm going to tie a knot onto the sticker first. And then you'll see right here, I tie it on the sticker first. Then I'm going to tie it on the bow. And you guys could use anything. Put some, buttons in the middle of this bow. Put like a little wood heart from Dollar Tree on it. And then I'm just going to glue it to the base of that twine up top. And I thought it would be cute. I'm hoping, you guys, I'm hoping that this turns these little ornaments around for somebody and they love them. And the best part is they can take the little girls off if they don't like it. And these look cute hanging from like knobs on your cabinets. They could be bowl fillers, or some people leave Christmas trees up all year long. So it was just a fun way to upcycle them and give them new life. I love them, and I hope somebody else loves them. Now, we will see. I will let you know if they sell. All right. These I was inspired, you guys, by my friend Becky at Repurposed by Becky. Unfortunately, she does not craft on YouTube, but she does sell a lot of her handmades on Whatnot. So I will leave her Whatnot handle down in the description box if you guys want to go check her out. So I'm going to take a few Dollar Tree terracotta pots. You could use the plastic ones as well. And I am going to paint one with petticoat pink, One is going to be apothecary and one is going to be in cake batter. I know Waverly has ballerina pink, which could substitute for the pink that I'm using. However, I'm not sure on substitutes for cake batter and apothecary. So if you have other colors, let us know down in the comments. So I don't think that little chubby one came from Dollar Tree. That doesn't look like Dollar Tree. So who knows where that little chubby one came from. But we're going to let those dry. And then we're going to take our floral foam. So with any of my projects, you guys, I try to use hot glue as least as possible. As somebody who loves to thrift and upcycle, I cannot stand when I find old vases and pots and somebody has drenched the bottom with hot glue and then you can't really like do anything with them anymore. So what I do is I take my floral foam, and this floral foam's from Dollar Tree. I cut it down so that it's big enough when I squeeze it into the pot, it's not going to move anywhere. So that way people can take it out. And this teapot, you guys, we're going to use a little later in the video. Once I have all that floral foam in there, I'm going to take these beautiful florals from Dollar Tree. I think I got these last spring though, so you will have to check if they still have them this year. We're going to start with the purple. And first we are going to glue some Spanish moss down. Now, again, I'm not hot gluing to the actual pot. I am hot gluing to that floral foam. I'm going to put the Spanish moss on there, and then we are going to start arranging our florals. I wanted some height. I wanted it to be whimsical, so I have some florals kind of sticking out, going odd ways, and then I'm going to leave a little hole in the front because I want to put some adornments in here that kind of correlate with Alice in Wonderland. Again, this whole theme is based off of, this whole video is me thinking of Alice in Wonderland. Okay, so once we get all of those in there, I'm going to take some of my random resin molds, and I am going to paint this one in mint chip. And all of the paints that I'm using in today's video, I do have in stock, and you can find them on unicorndustdesigns.com, and that's linked in the description box. So we're going to use these. Other things that you guys can use in substitutes are like those wood cutouts from Dollar Tree, you know, the ones that come in like the little 3-packs. I've also used little quote stickers in them as well. So tons of different options to put inside of these flower pots. Once I am done painting, I'm then going to take some clear wax. The wax is what is going to seal our paint and keep it on there. However, I'm starting out with our clear wax because I want to use dark wax as well. And in order to wipe back that dark wax, I need that first coat of clear on there. Now I'm going to take that dark wax and I'm going to brush it on. Now you can use any wax that you could get your hands on. I will say the big difference between Waverly wax and DIY wax is Waverly is more of a liquid and DIY wax is more like of a fluffy, buttery texture, but anything will do. Now I'm going to take that paper towel and I'm going to wipe back that wax. I want to see that beautiful mint chip color, but I wanted all of the details in the bird to stand out. And that is why I added the dark wax. So it sets in all of the beautiful details. Now I'm going to take a skewer. I'm going to put a healthy bit of some hot glue in there, and we're going to go ahead and let that dry. I'm going to take my dog nail clippers. These are also from Dollar Tree, and these are going to help cut our skewer down to size. So once I get that cut down, we're going to stick that right into that floral foam, and that one is done. I'm going to do one more of these. I'm not going to show you all 3 of them, just to get you excited and inspired, right? So again, this one, you guys, I actually didn't glue the Spanish moss down. I was thinking to myself, you know what? When you put the florals in there, it's almost like tacking the floral foam down. So you guys do what you do. Do what you want. It's fine, but this is what I did. So I'm going to stick those in there. And for this one, I decided to use the Queen's crown. So I painted that apothecary just like the pot. And then for this one, I decided to get my gold wax out. And I started with my finger like I usually do, but I really wanted to saturate saturate. I wanted to cover the whole thing with gold wax and make it look super regal and fancy. So I ended up getting a brush out and covering the whole thing. And then again, I stuck the dowel on it and stuck it inside. Now we have to seal all the pots. Now I didn't do this after I painted it because I knew I would need my hands all over the pots to like put the florals and decorate. So that's why I chose to seal them as a last step versus right after I painted them. And these are just a cute way, you guys, to use some of those random florals that you have, like the scrap florals. And then the Dollar Tree terracotta pots, they come out every single year. So get those out and just have fun and let loose with, the arrangements that you choose. Now we're going to go into another queen's crown. And my thought, you guys, if you didn't know, Through the Looking Glass, Alice in Wonderland, Through the Looking Glass, the sequel, there's actually two queens, a red queen and a white queen. So I wanted to paint this white. And to be honest, I thought about painting it red, but I was like, for Valentine's Day. But then I was like, yeah, how many people truly decorate for Valentine's Day? I might have more of a chance of selling it if it's more of a neutral. So I started out using crockery, and that is because I thought I was going to distress this piece down. So you can skip this step if you'd like to. And then once it dried, I decided to take tarnished pearl. Now, tarnished pearl has a gray undertone. There's beadboard, which has a blue undertone. And then you have vintage linen, which is like perfection, and white swan, which is pure white. So I decided to use tarnished pearl. I'm going to stipple that all over the crown. If you guys have been with me for a while, you know I do not like brush strokes. I feel like it makes a project look unfinished. However, that is just my style of crafting. If you like the brush strokes, then you do you, boo. And so we are going to finish stippling this on all over, and then I did make sure that I painted the back and made that look presentable as well. And then I am going to take out that DIY clear wax. And do you guys see the gray coming through now? Do you see that? It actually kind of looks a little taupey, doesn't it? But that will dry back down. So I'm going to cover this all with clear wax again, because I am going to use dark wax with this on top. And I want to, again, be able to wipe back as much of that dark wax as I want. If I were to put this dark wax directly onto the paint is going to grab onto that wax and it is going to keep it super dark like you see it now. I did not want that. I just want that dark wax to settle into all of my little details to make the piece pop. So I guess I'm going to make you guys just sit here and watch me do the whole thing because I didn't cut this part out. How are you guys? What's going on? What's the last project you waxed? Yeah, that's a great question. And if you're loving this video, you guys, please leave me comments. Comments help so much in putting my content back out there because y'all know it's been a while. All right, now I'm going to use a microfiber cloth. You saw me previously use the paper towel. Now, the microfiber cloth is going to pick more of the wax up, and that's what I wanted in this case. I did not want the entire crown to be dark. I just wanted it. See how it's like settled around like the little circles in the crown? It kind of goes inside of there. That's what I want. I want it to just make all of the details pop and look vibrant. Once I am done with that, we are done with the crown. So let me know what you think. I think this looks way better than the black. I love that it's a neutral, so it might speak to more people. And this is a hanging piece too. You guys, I can imagine this being decorated so many other ways. Okay, this piece, y'all, first off with their heads, the queen, right? This is what I'm talking about with a thrift store. $3.99. And it was 50% off. And this was a thrift store I actually stopped going to because their prices were too high. Randomly went in there and found this gem. Now, the flowers I'm using in this one are not Dollar Tree. They are the peonies that I get from Amazon, and I believe they are in my Amazon store link in the description box. I will make sure to look. Again, I'm not gluing anything. I stuck a big piece of floral foam into the head, as tight as it could be so that it would not move around. And I am going to, you guys, I just want to let you know, I came up with this whole like spiel about how you do floral arrangements. And, well, it wasn't a spiel, it was in my head. And then when I was trying to talk it out, it did not make sense because I'm not a floral arranger. Okay. And previous times I've tried to explain it, people that actually do floral arrangements have schooled me. So I will tell you this, you do what's good for your eye, what you think looks good, what is your style. That is what I want you to do. Who cares about, put 3 here or 5 there or some high and some low? You do what makes your heart happy and what you think is going to be visually appealing in your home or your booth or wherever you're going to put this. So all I did, you guys, was a floral arrangement, but I wanted to show you this because we'll say that this was a total investment of $15 with the flowers, okay? But still, a $3.99, actually a $2 thrift store piece. It resonated with me for Alice in Wonderland because Off with Their Heads. And it was something that hopefully I gave new life with this pretty floral arrangement. All right, last, you guys, we can't forget about the sleepy dormouse in Alice in Wonderland. So, of course, look at all of these beautiful Dollar Tree florals, you guys. These, I don't know if you call them floral or greenery. These are by far my most favorite florals I have ever picked up at Dollar Tree, and I pick up every single time I see them. They're more of like an all plastic texture, but they're quality to me. They're so full and they come in so many different colors. I'm going to stick these in my floral foam. Again, not gluing anything. And then I'm going to take these bright pink. Oh, wait, we got to stuff some moss in there first to cover up that floral foam. Then I'm going to take these bright pink, like rose looking things. And these are also all plastic. And I love these too. And they come in several different colors. And I just love that pop of pink that this adds. So stinking cute. And you guys, teacups are something I find on a regular at thrift stores. Now I'm going to take this little mouse. I'm going to take this stem from one of the flowers and I'm going to stick it up in the mouse so that way I don't have to glue him into my arrangement. I got these mice, you guys, from a woman on Whatnot. Unfortunately, she does not have a website or anything I could refer you guys to, so I'm so sorry. If she ever does, I will share it on my community tab. So after I am done filling this up, you guys, we are just going to put it back on the pot. And now, again, you guys, not using the hot glue. I like that people have the option of taking the mouse out and using it how they want, or changing up the floral, or maybe they just want the teacup that's under it, in the future. They have that option now because I did not saturate this entire project with glue. And there is our little sleepy dormouse, just a bright, beautiful spring piece. And I'll let you guys know how the sale goes and what these sell for, okay? So thank you guys for spending time with me. Thank you guys for coming back. Enjoy the bloopers. Ooh, girl, Sammy, good thing those nails were there. Almost cut your finger off. Ow! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that hurts so bad. Oh. Oh.